There's one downside about living in the center of the UK. It's the highest rate of radiation on this tiny, pitiful rock. And the fact they never tell you that when your hair starts to fall out, radiation falls down. It's a secret within you. And let me tell you a thing about
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the podcast. It is your boy Dylan Zachariah, and with me I have my brother Chris. This is our podcast DCZ. And yeah, we're back with a Wednesday, another Wednesday.
I fucked up. I spilled all the cards. The cards under you also.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there are cards below you. I don't know. It just fell. I can't explain it. But yeah, welcome back everyone. We were gonna stream yesterday, but as you can see, I put red and blue on top of the black that Swaggy Dilly and I did together, because I thought this was just a little bit more colorful, and it kind of goes with our logo. I'm very proud of it, but it's got some. It wasn't dry yesterday, and so we had to suddenly cancel. And I was actually trying to take a blow dryer and dry it, but that wasn't working at all. But now it worked.
And yeah,
And now
it's
it's
dry.
all dry and everything, but it looks good. You gotta admit, it actually looks good on the stream also. But it was initially just black, like you can see here. We painted this whole area black, and that was dry, and it was ready for the stream. But then I decided at like 2 o'clock,
Something like that.
so at 2 or 3 o'clock, I decided to just do this. And if you guys follow us on our Instagram page, I've been posting like the process of what I was doing. So yeah, my creative ass got to work on the table. I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. I mean, it could have turned out better. There's some spillage on the sides here, but all in all, looked good. Looks great on the stream. But welcome
Yeah, I
back
think
to
it looks pretty good.
welcome back to stream number 12. It should be 14, but we missed
Yeah,
two.
I know.
One because
day-
I had fake corona, and then
Fake Corona.
yesterday. So
Yeah, the paint was not done, unfortunately, but either way, it's done now,
Mhm.
and we're back, and it looks good. Yes, I'm still. Well, obviously, you guys, whoever's here, has seen the process of what our podcast used to be, and how it's becoming, and how it will be, and obviously, it'll come to a point where we're just gonna settle on one thing, and that'll be like our perfect podcast. I don't know. I feel like we're trying to find that perfect thing, but it'll never be perfect. We'll always find something to add to it
it's always going to be
or
random.
change.
It's always going to be random. But with our constant schedule always being the same, here is a coronavirus update. Yesterday, the Prime Minister of India addressed the nation, and basically, if you watch the speech,
I have not.
so it's like when you watch a video, an ad, where you know how you want to skip the whole ad and then watch just the end. Yeah, that's basically what his speech was like. It was like a bunch of nonsense, and then like he said a bunch of things that like were really meaningful, really helpful, but then he said a bunch of other crap that just made no sense, and like you forget what he was talking about, why he was addressing. But all in all, the cases are now at 74,281 plus in India. And
I think though, but he's released a package.
he's released a care package, a wealth care package for farmers and middle class people. So this package basically, gets the ball rolling for people who've been in a stuck position, who've not been able to be eating, who've not been able to be working and everything. Just kind of gets the ball rolling again. But on top of that, India has had a steady curve with the virus. We've combated it very well, actually. But I actually wanted to talk about a few Netflix movies that are coming out. There are some pretty good ones coming out. There's one with this thing. What's his name? That guy. It's about like I forget. I just saw the ad yesterday, but I think things are getting better here. Malls and everything won't be opening up again very soon, but I'm kind of excited to go out and see, what's closed, what's permanently closed. Like, can you imagine if like things like Papa John's are just gone?
Papa John's was gone before it even.
Not Papa
before
John's, sorry.
coronavirus.
What? Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut.
That'd be a sad one.
That'd be a really sad one because they just got here and they were just making things good.
I don't know. I think that they're just going to have a huge lockdown, and obviously, by the way, it's been extended. I don't know if you know, it's been extended till the 31st now.
It's gonna keep getting extended. You're gonna say okay until the 31st, and on the 31st they're gonna be like okay fine until the 15th, and on the 15th they'll be like okay until the 31st. Again and again.
It's just
and again,
gonna keep happening.
It's just gonna keep happening. So don't get your hopes up that it's ending anytime soon. Honestly, just get comfortable with this.
It's the new norm.
It's the new norm, and you have to get comfortable. Like when lockdown ends, you should be like, great. You shouldn't be excited. A lot of people that I know aren't excited.
For
the lockdown to end. A lot of people want it to stay. Some people don't want to go back to college. Some people don't want to go back to work. Some people don't even want to socialize altogether.
I want to get out and meet some friends. I mean, I do homeschool. We do homeschool, so it's not like it's gonna make a difference whether we're in lockdown or not. But I get the other people who are like, okay, yeah, we need a break, and yeah, that's just the case.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But yeah, we had the paint done yesterday, and I'm gonna be pissed if I lift my hand and there's blue and red all over it. Okay, I'm good. We had the paint yesterday, and
it is waterproof paint. That's good, at least.
Yeah, so basically I can pour a bucket of water on it and nothing can happen. That's what's annoying about waterproof paint. You can't wash the paint off the brush with water. I tried doing that yesterday and just didn't work at all.
So, talking about Instagram, Chris, have you been keeping up with what's been going on Instagram?
Yes,
in India?
Instagram has released new policies preventing bot comments. I was checking that out also.
Well, I wasn't exactly going for that, but have you heard about Boys Locker Room?
I did hear about this, and I heard that there's some other people behind it also. I've been doing some research. It's really sad that the whole thing has just been blown out of proportion based off of false information. Now only everything's coming to light, and now no actions are being taken place.
I mean, I think the police are questioning the boys.
Of course, yeah, they need to be.
But yeah, there is a lot of information that's being unveiled, whether it be fact checked or not. But from what I've been hearing, there's a lot of talks about there are actually girls on that acting as boys.
Yeah. I read that, and they're not being penalized because they're underage females. I read that. I read that as well.
There's a lot of stuff. It's a very controversial topic.
See where we come from, okay? If somebody does something, whether it's a guy or a female, you get punished as an individual, not based on your gender. In India, it's not the same thing. That's just how it is. Do you remember when Jayalalitha got arrested for her she got accused of like hiding a bunch of money and everything? And do you remember what she said to get out of the court? Like, she's like, I'm an elder woman of India. You can't arrest me. And they let her go. It is what it is.
But I mean,
but
this boy locker room, I mean, shame on these boys.
Absolutely, 100%.
Shame on them.
I even posted, as soon as I found out about it, I posted all of you, whether you're 13, 14, 12, 8, 18, 19, all of you should be punished as an adult and be sent to prison. All of you. You should watch what you say, especially. Yeah. And you should really be cautious about, the people who are watching you when you say it.
I mean, obviously, don't say it. We're not giving you, be precautioned on what you say, obviously. But, I mean, respect everyone. Yeah, I mean, that was the things that they were talking about, like,
It was sad. It's just sad to read. A lot of it was in Hindi, so I don't know if you could understand it. But I can understand a bit myself, but it was pretty sad to read. Like if you actually read the comments, it's really really messed up.
I mean, I understand if like you're talking to like your best friends and you say, oh, this is a girl that I like and I think I'm gonna ask her out, that type of thing. I think that's alright, like taking advice and stuff. But like posting pictures of these girls and then shaming them,
Yeah,
and
but
then
you know
talking
what?
about raping them and
Other
shit.
than boys' locker room, there was another group created by girls where they would just, talk shit about other girls. Did you know about that one?
No, I did not.
There was another group with just girls in it where they would post photos and make fun of girls. It could be like there was one photo of a girl who was just standing there and they started making comments about her breasts and then her back and then her buttocks and everything. They started making all these comments. Like there was another group just like that. So it's not just the boys who are to blame. Girls are also to blame in this sense. Not all. Only the ones who are involved.
I mean, you got to be respectful to everyone at the end of the day, whether it be a girl or a boy. You
Imagine
can't
if it was
shame
you.
them for it.
Imagine if it was you.
Can't shame them for it.
Imagine if it was you, and especially something that you if you grew up and you didn't, as a guy, if you grew up and you didn't grow above like 4'5", you can't control that. Like that's not in your control. It's just something that happened to you. It's just genetic. So like to be made fun of for that is just wrong. Like
I've known about this boys' locker room, but I was waiting for the heat to kind of die down because this is blowing up all over India.
yeah, it's
And
actually
this
not
is
just
not
India
something.
also.
This is
Gone
not
abroad
something.
also.
This is not something you talk about, and I didn't really want to address it then, even though it was like the news. I didn't want to address it then out of respect of the whole controversy and everything that was going on. It was still under investigation, still is, but now the heat is kind of dying down. It is obviously still pretty big, but it is dying down. But like there's a lot of, as I said, there's a lot of stuff besides the boys' locker room happening, meaning in the same topic of sexual abuse. There's this girl in Gurgaon, I think, who is accused this guy of.
Oh yeah, and he committed suicide.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he accused.
She accused
this guy.
That's one thing I
There's
don't
not.
like.
It's not proven.
That's one thing I don't like about. That's one thing I don't agree with in India. The power that women have here. Okay.
I mean, no, you can't really. I mean,
the power that women have here, they can accuse somebody of something, and 7 times out of 10, it gets blown out of proportion. Like with this guy in Gurgaon.
I mean, it's not like the police
There
were
was
involved.
no proof. There was no proof of it.
It's not like the police were involved. It's that he just got a shit ton of hate.
Yeah, that's what.
A shit ton of hate.
But if the roles are reversed, it's not the same thing. Which is just it's not right. There are so many suicides in India, and half of them are from the pressure of studies. The other half is pressure of the public. And it's just there's no middle. It's always there are movies all the time. Like what was that movie I watched recently? 3 Idiots, where in the around the middle of the movie, these guys are playing around with a drone and they go fly it up to their friend's room, and their friend has hung himself because he can't pass the exams or something related to the exams. He's feeling stressful. Like it's mental stress is a huge thing. I don't think parents understand it. I don't think children understand it. I don't think adults understand it. But mental stress is a huge thing, and only off late in the last I think 10 to 15 years has it become like something that everybody's looking at.
Yeah, I mean it's become bigger because suicide is a huge problem.
Like we had an
worldwide.
idea for the Spice Challenge, because behind these curtains there is a sort of like grass area which we are still doing up. Like it's kind of like dead grass right now, so we're not really opening.
I don't think that's the only reason. It's also the stupid glare. Like
Yeah.
you can see
That's-
everything
That's
off
the other
the windows.
thing. So we thought of for the Spice Challenge, we thought that because I do it all the time, there's a balcony here, a sort of ledge that I jump from into the pool, and I always make it every single time. But we thought of doing this for the challenge, but then we thought, okay, fine, it looks like an attempt to suicide, so we didn't do it.
If it's taken out of context,
Yeah,
yes.
so we didn't
did,
do it.
I mean, it's still possible in the sense you can say, jumping off the balcony
Right.
into the pool.
But then again, we just decided not to. Like there are videos on my Instagram or one of our Instagrams of me actually jumping from the ledge. So like it's there, but like we just didn't want it to be taken out of context, especially
And out
with
of
all
proportion.
of, especially with all of this stuff that's going on right now.
I mean, also, it's not only like it's not only the fact that it looks like suicide. It's not what we were going for,
Yeah, we
and
wanted it to
it'll
be
make us
funny.
look bad.
Yeah, we wanted it to be funny, and
And
it
yeah,
just-
we can't do that if there's people taking it out of proportion.
and we don't know who these people would be, but we just didn't want to have any problems at all.
Yeah. Man, I'm just hoping that this podcast gets so big so we can get a studio so we don't have to hear mom every podcast just walking past.
She knows we're recording, but she just doesn't care.
She always just
So
walks
that's
past and
that's why when
she screams as well. Like she just
yeah, she does. So so next time she's playing Fortnite, when she's in the middle of a fight, I'm just gonna cast from my phone some random YouTube video, and just show her what that feels like. But yeah, with boys' locker room, COVID-19, everything going on. But
It's
you know
unnecessary.
what? It's totally unnecessary, and everybody was like, "Come on, let's go do it." Bitch, where are you gonna go during quarantine lockdown? You can't go anywhere. So what are you gonna do? This is all talk, and that's the worst part because you're actually talking about doing something like that.
Yeah, what sane person would talk about raping someone?
But you know what? They weren't talking about people their age. They were talking about girls that were younger than them. Way younger.
I just know about this. I haven't looked into
Way
it.
younger. Like so there's some of my friends who speak Hindi who were telling me like they were talking about girls who were their age and girls who were like, so to put it in perspective, 17 and 18-year-old boys were talking about raping 13-year-old girls.
There were also 13-year-olds on the group.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like it was a whole different. There was like 100 people, right? 100 plus
I
people
have
in this
no
group.
idea. I literally have no idea.
But Instagram took action immediately. I know that. Once Instagram found out, they deleted that whole thing. They got rid of everything.
I find it weird. I don't. It's a weird spot for Instagram because they can't. I don't think it's right for them to go through your private conversations and deem what is bad and what is good. So I feel like Instagram is only left with the choice of when something like this happens, they can only take action.
Yeah, of course.
And,
So they
but
only took action after a
there are
police
gonna
report
be
was complained.
There are going to be people that are like, okay, like Instagram should have done something before.
No.
I don't agree
They
with that.
didn't take action until the police report was filed from Delhi. Then they took action immediately. So I was following up on that.
I agree that I feel Instagram did the right thing of not going through the conversations. Because I would feel unsafe or I would feel untrusted with Instagram if I knew they were reading my conversations with someone, whether I'm saying something bad or personal. I don't want Instagram viewing what I say unless I've said something illegal or
Yeah.
it's talk at the end of the day, right? As well. Like someone can make a joke about weed even though it's illegal here, that doesn't mean that Instagram should take action on that. They
They
could
don't
have just
care.
been joking.
They don't care.
Exactly.
They don't care.
It's only when something like this happens, like where there's people talking about rape and it's a case in India where they can really do something.
Which side
So
do you
Chris, I don't mind. Why don't we go with the original rules?
want? 4. What is their color coming off?
No, there's a line here. That's the thing.
That's okay.
All right. So original rules. You can't stack. Oh no.
Stack?
Yeah. You know how we press? I put a +2 down, and then you put.
Oh,
put
yeah.
a +2
Okay,
down.
fine.
And if when you pick up a card, only one card.
Okay.
If you don't have that, then it's my turn.
Okay. Oh. I am excited for quarantine to be extended.
I'm
Kinda
not.
enjoying it.
I want to meet. I just want one day to meet my friends. I understand the risk and everything, but I don't want to meet them. Red. It's my turn. Damn it. Oh, wait. Chris. Damn it. Go. Two. Why? Oh, you were two. Alright, cool.
There's nothing interesting happening besides Modi addressing the nation and then this boys' locker room and everything going on. Really, like everything's
There
like
isn't a
died
lot,
down.
yeah.
Everything's died down.
Uno. Oh, I right. No waves. Too busy to get my waves. Uno.
My turn, right?
Mine. Uno. Uno. Blue.
Okay.
Ah.
Quick game.
That was a quick game, yes. Alright, so conversation. We did not make a script today.
I was too busy.
I was making dinner. That's the only thing I was busy doing today, to be real.
What's for dinner?
Sushi.
Can you believe that? We're having sushi in lockdown. That is amazing. But there are restaurants that are open around Chennai that you can order from. So it's not like it's a full lockdown. Like
I guess, yeah.
there
but
are deliveries going on.
you know, when we talk about even after lockdown ends, there's still going to be so many restrictions. Like, okay, you can't go out past 9.
Did you see that post where in the gyms they've put clear plastic walls separating people who go to gyms?
I did not know that.
Yeah, there's a gym that's already done it. Supposedly it's going to become a new trend. There's a gym that's already done it where they've put like this sort of plexiglass wall between each of the like treadmills, and people can work out and social distance at the same time.
I mean,
It
we
looks
have
exactly
a gym
what
at
it
home.
sounds like.
We have a gym at home, so. Have you ever? You know, I was up really late last night because my AC wasn't working. I had to fix that, and which, by the way, I fixed.
Should have asked me.
Why?
It's
I
up to
fixed
5.
it.
Takes me seconds to fix it.
It took me seconds to fix it.
That's why the ladder is in your room today.
It would only took seconds to fix it. It's just I took the extra steps to make sure it wouldn't happen anytime soon again. My AC has this habit of icing, and that's because my filters collect dust, and when it collects dust, it ices up my AC.
You don't even smoke in your room. How are you collecting so much dust?
Because my room's dusty.
But we cleaned it.
Yeah, but have you seen my curtains? I need to clean my curtains properly.
You don't need to clean them. You need to just put them in the washing machine.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I meant by clean them. Like I want to put them in the washing machine soon.
After
So-
it ices again.
Yeah,
Mm.
but I put the ice. Sorry, there was ice in the AC, so that's why I had the ladder in there because I didn't want to wait for it to defrost. I just started pouring water in it, so I took out the whole AC, make sure everything was clean, got the ice defrosted, put everything back, went to sleep. But before I went to sleep, I was watching an episode of Chernobyl,
And
and I was. Have you ever watched Chernobyl?
no.
You should watch it. Do you know what Chernobyl's about?
Is it about Chernobyl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you know what's happening in Chernobyl, of course.
Yeah.
You
That's
should-
old news.
Yeah, but you should watch a documentary because there's this guy named Dyatlov, right? No, not Dyatlov, Legasov, and he was a professor or something, and he was one of the guys that was working with, to help prevent the radiation from spreading, and he actually committed suicide because the government made him keep quiet on what actually happened. And he had recorded everything that happened, and he gave it to other scientists, and they leaked it. But he gave it before he committed suicide.
Did you hear Trump's racist remark to this? I think she was an Asian woman. I think so. I couldn't really tell, but basically during his recent public communication, he was asked a question relating, what's happening with coronavirus, blah, 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 blah. And his exact words and tone was, talking to this lady who appeared to be Asian, he's like, maybe you should ask China. Did you see that? Did you see that? And then she's like, "Sir, why are you saying this to me directly?" He's like, "I'm not saying this to you directly." Then another reporter came up, and she's like, "I don't think this, blah blah blah." And he's like, "Yeah, you don't really think ever." And she's like, "Excuse me?" And he's like, "No, no, no, next question." Like,
Yeah,
this
I've
dude is a
heard that.
comedian. Like he's a total savage. He just doesn't care at all. He knows he's not going to win the next election. That's why.
He was really smart though. I was watching a documentary on what he was doing. He was making all of the senators or something like that, or like the party where you know how he had his damn, what's the word? Where you get kicked out the office. Forgot the word.
Impeachment.
Impeachment, yes. That impeachment where all of them take a vote. He actually tried to get as many Republicans in that, and that's why
very
he
smart.
won the. That's why he won the vote, because there were a lot more Republicans.
He's very smart when it comes to these things. It's sad.
He's making so many mistakes.
He
Like
doesn't
he
care.
almost started World War III.
He doesn't care, bro. He doesn't care because to him, he's got like the world's biggest arsenal at the point of his fingertips, and anybody who disagrees with him, he fires. He replaces with somebody who will agree with him. How many people has he kicked out of office, and how many people have left office because of him? Like, all the people that really mattered who should have stayed in office has either been kicked out or left for disagreeing with him, which is sad.
He is something else sometimes.
He's,
I mean, I'm an
he's
American
special.
citizen, and
he's special.
I was born in the U.S., but sometimes this dude, he is
I don't
a
even
retard.
I don't even like calling myself an American anymore. I mean, because when you say here's the thing, Dylan. In India, in a lot of countries, okay, Americans are not considered smart. Okay, so I've met a lot of people, okay, and they would ask, "Are you American?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And then you'll see their parents get these judgmental eyes, like Americans are dumb, they're violent, blah 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 blah. And it's sad because Dylan and I are not dumb or violent, yet we get this sort of picture painted for us because of where we come from. And that's not really fair in our eyes because, like Dylan was born in the US, but he came here when he was 1, so he's not spent any time there at all. His whole life's been in India.
I think I feel like our situation's a little bit different in the sense only when someone really talks to me will they know that, okay, this guy's not from here because of my accent. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have an American accent, but I definitely do not have an Indian accent.
But people know that I've been here for a while because of my accent being changed.
Right, but your skin color
Yeah, my skin color is there.
is the reason why people might look at you different, because when
Actually,
they
it's
look at
not the skin color, I'll tell you something.
because I
It's
am
the
brown, so
eyes and
like-
the hair color. It's the eyes and the hair color because I get mistaken as an Anglo-Indian all the time. But like when people see me in person, they see my eyes and they see my hair. They're like, "Okay, you're not Anglo. Like you're white as hell." So I'm like, "Yeah, I'm snowflake white. Yeah, that's me."
I'm not really white. I'm kind of tanned because I
Yeah.
go bodyboarding and stuff. I used to be white, like when I was a baby.
Oh, I found a photo of you and me recently. Remember when I convinced Mom to shave your head? Then I felt bad, so then she shaved mine. I found that photo. Oh my God, your stomach was huge. You could see where all of it started. Like it
My
started
stomach?
right. Yeah, your stomach was huge. You want to see the photo?
What year was it?
It was when we were staying in that house next to MGM.
Yeah, but what year was that? Because I started putting on weight post 2012 because I went to Thailand and I ate so much, and that's like where it started. What year was that?
I don't know.
You took that? Okay, so it doesn't show.
I think I was like 17 or 18. No, maybe I was 20. Maybe
I was not gaining weight really.
it started in the tummy. Do you guys want to see? The
I'm
photo?
very tummy heavy.
Yeah, this is when it all went down. Oh God, the glare is horrible. But yeah.
Turn down the brightness.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Down. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that was doing me. So basically, what happened? Dylan had this terrible habit. Only now he's gotten better at it. He had this terrible habit where he'd have such nice hair, but this dude would never brush it. Ever.
I still don't ever brush it.
Now he
like
just
literally
ties it up.
literally my only solution is tying my hair. Like if I let go of my hair, you should see how much of a mess it is. But I've never grown my hair longer than this, so yeah. I mean, I plan to grow it to a point where I have it it in the back.
Yeah, I'm growing out my whole head also. But yeah, he would never brush his hair, so I was like, I just brought up one thing to my mom one day. I was like, just shave his head. And she did it. As vindictive as she was, she did it, which was horrible. And I felt bad, so I was like, okay, fine, I'll shave my head too.
I wonder if Dad will, if I tie my hair up, if he'll like shave my sides.
Why I can do it.
I
And give
don't
you a nice
trust you.
fade also.
I don't trust you with that. Cause Dad's cut like both of us really have this habit of our hair growing like on our neck behind here.
You and I.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get that from mom's side.
Yeah. So Dad shaved that for me, and it looks pretty good. And I hope he can do the rest. He cut Brandon's hair like when it was short, and after he completely shaved. No, Brandon completely.
I'm not
shaved.
cutting my hair again. There's no way I'm gonna cut my hair. By the time my birthday comes around, it'll be down to my shoulders. Like, it's growing fast. You know, a good way to help your hair grow is use oil in your hair every single
I want to
day.
see you wear a ponytail. It'll come to a
It
point.
only comes to here.
Yeah,
like, where
but
this top is.
you know what? I hate the whole ponytail vibe, but it's so comfortable because it just doesn't come on my face.
I know.
And like when I go surfing and stuff, it's so nice. Like when I tie my hair, because like there are times when you're bodyboarding and stuff when you come out of the water and you need to see, and there's just full of hair, and you have to like
Fuck
take your hand
that,
off.
bro. This morning I woke up and my face was full of my hair. And I was like, this has never happened before. I've never let my hair get this long. Sides, back, top, anything. GB God, hello, welcome to the podcast. But yeah, I'm going to grow it out and grow it long. I'm doing the sides, back, and top. But unfortunately, the top is much longer than the sides. But
Did you want it to be the same?
I wanted my whole head to be the same length. But if I start...
No, we had that look.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So then I was like, forget it, leave it. But
You know what? I've been working out quite a bit. I'm quite happy. Like I feel good because I've hit one of my goals I've been wanting to hit for a while,
Mhm.
and like I can see it now a little bit, like on my neck and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I can see it.
Uh-huh. You're still slouching.
I'm still slouching. Yeah,
You're doing it right now.
I know.
You know how to know you're slouching? When your shoulders are up like this, that's when you're slouching. Put your shoulders down. Straighten out your back. That's when you're not slouching.
My shoulders are because I've got my hand on the.
When you see this part of your body, of your neck, when you see this bone here, then you're like you've hit like the skinny goal. Like so you've gotten skinny at that point.
You know, I think like beginning of December, I couldn't feel my shoulder bone over here, like this little bump.
That's gone fleek. Yeah, bro, of course. My artistic ass did this. Well, Dylan and I did the black, but then I did all of this. But that's gone fleek. Tell me.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. Like there's this bone here. I was not able to feel, like in December.
Oh, this bone, okay.
Yeah, but now I can feel it.
See, the thing is with me, if I go to the gym, I'll just immediately put on muscle. Like, it'll be quick.
Yeah, but that's what you want
Hello.
to do, right? Because it'll come to a point in like when you're 25, it becomes really hard to put on any muscle. So that's like your ideal. You want to put it on before that 25.
Yeah, but it's so
I mean, don't you
boring
want
going
that
to the gym.
definition?
I have that definition. The
You
worst,
don't have
I
that
do have that
definition.
definition. It's just that I have all that skin also that's like...
I mean, I could say
Ugh.
the same, right? I have all this fat. Otherwise, I would have the definition.
No, but if you build muscle, you're going to become huge.
I know. That's
If
the
I build
problem
muscle,
because
I'll
I
just
wanna
become toned.
That's the problem because I want to get into racing, and I know for a fact I'm just gonna be like top heavy. It's annoying, but gotta do what you gotta do.
But it's possible. I mean, somebody we know who's done it. David has done it.
Yeah, David. David looks great.
Yeah, he looks great.
Yeah, he looks great.
He looks like one of those like nutty Hershey bars. Like that's what he
The
like
hell?
legit. Like he's got every single cut all over his body. Also, like it's
He's worked on it.
yeah, he's
really
worked on it. But he's
it.
lost weight and gained muscle. But
Yeah.
I don't think he did much of gymming, to be honest. He did a lot more weight loss than he did gymming because he was
He-
top heavy.
He did obviously in the beginning he did, but it came to a point I met him in December, and he had lost all of that fat. So I'm sure since December or even before December, he's been working on gaining muscle.
Mhm.
Because from the time I met him to what he posted on Instagram, he looks totally different.
Yeah, I saw him on New Year's.
Yeah, Like that, if you saw his Instagram photo, that did not look like him.
Mm-mm. I actually messaged him. I'm like, bro, is this you? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, since when?
Didn't we meet you a week ago?
Yeah, I was like, didn't I see you a month ago? Like, didn't we yell at some boys at the toll like together? And then like now you don't even look intimidating anymore.
Why
like,
not?
He's not like big anymore. He's fit, but he's not like big anymore. Like big in the sense like
You know what? You know what the thing is that athletes are so much different compared to bodybuilders. Meaning athletes have a lot more endurance and a lot more, I wouldn't say strength, but a lot more strength. You know what I mean?
So to put it in perspective, I am when I was doing my PE and everything in the US, I was usually chosen for things that require duration. I wasn't chosen for things that require skill. I was chosen for things that are in duration. So like when I was doing tryouts for American football, which I think it's called American football anyway. They never chose me to throw the ball. They never chose me to catch it. They never chose me to tackle. They chose me to run because I had this ability to just keep pushing myself to keep going, even if like I can feel my whole body like shutting down, like feel my heart racing and everything. I can just keep going. And the same thing goes with swimming. When I did swimming also, I can keep my head under the water and swim, but like then I can come up and like not be out of breath. So like I think like even you are somewhat like that. Like you have that sort of stamina, but
the thing is that
we're a family of stamina, to be honest.
I mean, it's also because we play a lot of sports. Meaning, like if we just go to the gym, we're not gonna have the same endurance. It's because we play different sports. Like we play a lot in the pool. We play a lot. Like I was into badminton last year. I played a lot of badminton. Took it pretty seriously, and obviously now I'm mostly just doing the gym and swimming. But I'm doing a lot of cardio to make sure my endurance is up, and obviously lose weight. But yeah, I mean, Brandon, he's got pretty bad stamina. But
he was never an active heart. He
might have played a lot of sports, but he was never the person to like run around.
See, that's the thing. But you and I could get tired, take a quick break, and then go again for another hour. With Brandon, he would get tired and then stay tired. That's just a disadvantage. So, I think it's partially just the mental push. Now, but for real though, Chris looked. Oh God. Looked like those 12-year-old toxic kids on Xbox. This is sad. But
he's gonna shave it, guys.
I'm not shaving my head. There's no way. You see this beautiful hair? You know how long Tresemme and Pantene did this.
I don't remember. I don't know if anyone remembers the time when I was streaming on Twitch and I got rated with 90 viewers on Twitch. That guy, the reason why he had a bunch of viewers is because he was doing some challenge, and one of those challenges he shaved his head, and he took permanent marker, and what's that sorcerer kids show.
First of all, it's not a kids show. Okay. No. Wait, it's not a kids show. Okay. He's talking about the bald kid with the arrow.
With the arrow. Yeah, he did
Avatar,
that shit.
The Last Airbender. Yeah, it's not a kids show. Okay. It's actually really interesting if you get into the animated series. But the movie's shit.
I hate it. I don't like anime in general.
It's not anime. I mean, technically it is, but it's actually really interesting. You should give it a chance.
You know the only anime I ever liked? Boring. You know the only anime I ever liked? Beyblades. And that's because I was addicted to Beyblades.
Man.
If you watch that shit, though, like, that shit was pretty interesting.
I cannot believe you called Avatar: The Last Airbender a kid's show.
It's a kid's show.
It's not a kid's show.
Who is it intended for?
Teens. It was on Teen Nick. It was on Teen Nickelodeon. It wasn't on Nickelodeon. It was on Teen Nickelodeon.
My bad.
It was meant for teens. But I've seen every single episode. It was actually pretty good. It was actually good. But another good... I'm unsubscribing from Dylan. Look, see? The hate has begun. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. It's actually really good.
I don't like it.
It's
I don't
good.
like anime.
The first few episodes of... Even I don't. But the first few episodes of The Last Airbender was kind of shit. But like once you meet like Prince Zuko, Beyblade is not Beyblade. Once you meet Prince Zuko and everything, like it really gets interesting.
Hey, God. Okay, if you've ever watched Beyblades, it gave you like hope. Let's just say like when you know how, I don't know if you were ever into everyone was into Beyblades. You weren't. I don't know if you were into Beyblades because you were in the U.S. during that time.
I was into Digimon, Bakugan. I was never into Yu-Gi-Oh. I was into Pokemon. A lot of Mon.
I never liked Pokemon.
I never liked Yu-Gi-Oh.
I never liked Pokemon. But God be dissing.
Oh, he's pissed, bro. You could see. He's like that cartoon. He's not happy. Yes, I had a
Animated
brain
shit.
fart. But yeah, you should give it a chance, Dylan. Just give the first season.
don't-
There's four.
I
There's
don't-
four
I don't
chapters.
like anime.
Water, earth, fire.
I know the whole. I've
Yeah.
watched Airbender, but I just don't like. I don't like it.
He called it a kids show. Just letting you guys know, he called The Last Airbender a kids show. If you see the last scene, okay, the last scene in the last episode, okay, that scene, everybody who's seen it, who's like been invested in this, have been like, oh my god, like it was so hectic to watch. Like it was crazy. I've seen it like 100 times. But yeah.
How does someone watch anime? I don't understand that.
Okay, let me give you a sort of picture. Have you ever seen Death Note, the anime version of Death Note? That is also very good, but the movie's shit. But if you watch Death Note, the anime version of Death Note, it's fucking good. Like it's amazing.
Yeah, but why does someone watch anime?
See, I'm not invested in anime. Like I wouldn't go and watch Naruto and like Dragon Ball Z and everything, but like the things that like I can get really invested in that are like really, really, really like have a lot of detail in the story, I can watch. But generally, anime I'm not really into. Dylan says
God
watch
is
Death
also
Note.
saying.
He's saying watch Death Note. It's only like I think 10 or 20 episodes.
You know what? I'm gonna search this up. He said that Beyblades ain't ain't Bro, my-
Anime?
Yeah. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, but like
I think it's anime.
Death Note was too good. I think GB God and I should sit down and discuss some potential episodes. I want to hear his theories and some.
Beyblade is the anime adaptation of the Japanese manga series Beyblade.
It's
So
a
it is an
cartoon, bro.
anime.
It's a cartoon.
It is an anime.
Cartoon.
I wasn't
It's-
wrong.
It's an
It is
animated
anime.
cartoon. It's like saying SpongeBob is anime.
No, that's cartoons.
Yeah,
Beyblade
Beyblade's
is
also a
anime.
cartoon.
Beyblade is anime.
No. No.
I just searched it up. It literally said Beyblade is an anime.
12 episodes. Yeah. He says that if you don't fall in love with Death Note,
I'm not.
all I can
I'm not
see is
watching
dot,
anime.
dot, dot. All I can see is ... You might enjoy Death Note. It's, like I'm sure some of your friends have also seen it. I'm sure.
No, I'm not watching. I have a bunch of people that go to AISC that watch anime. Not a lot of my Indian friends, like people my best friends that don't go to AISC. Like none of them watch. None of them that I know watches anime and like invested into it.
Like I said, not really invested. Like a friend of mine in the past tried to get me to watch this show called My Hero Academia. And I watched like 5 or 6 episodes, and it started to get interesting, but then I was like, and I stopped. But Death Note, oh my god, like really, dude, like 12 episodes. Watch No Game No Life if you're gonna love it, please. Okay, fine, I wanna watch that. No Game No Life. Hopefully it's on Netflix.
I'm not watching it
Why don't you give it a chance, bro?
because I don't want to watch anime. You
Okay.
know what you should watch? Ozark.
You know what you should watch? Life.
You know what you should watch? Beyblade. Bro, like Beyblade has like 7 seasons. That's the only thing I've watched all of.
Ugh.
It's okay. Now I wouldn't watch it. Now it's shit because I'm older. But when I was playing, when I was using Beyblades regularly, that shit was like crazy.
Man, I had
crazy
so many.
interesting.
So I had like over 6,000 Pokemon cards, but I didn't. Okay, I did sit and watch Pokemon all day. Okay, I had.
The only Pokemon I've ever played is Pokemon Go.
Okay, I don't mind if you guys hit the dislike button today. It's totally justifiable for just that comment. You've never played any of the other games on Pokemon, like on
On a
Nintendo
game-
DS and everything?
On a Game Boy, nope. We've never had it. We've never had the red series or the yellow. Is there a yellow series? No. Is there a yellow series?
Bro, this is sad.
I've never played Pokemon. I've never played the red card.
You've never had,
The
like,
blue
going
card.
through the grass, finding a Rattata, and then evolving it and everything?
I've played Pokemon, but I've never had the game. I've never like finished it or anything. But I've played Pokemon.
Yo, can you guys hear this dude right now? Oh, look, God's like, I'm done. Bye. I cannot believe it. Dylan, you know what? You can pick up a Game Boy, a 3DS, like super cheap. Just buy Pokemon. You know what? Some of the Pokemon games now are going for like over like $500 for one.
Yeah, but I don't like Pokemon. I don't like anime in general. I don't know. You know what? Y'all can hate me all you want. I don't like anime. I'm sticking to that.
Dylan had a bad childhood. Dylan didn't play Pokemon. Like, Dylan, like, okay, did you ever play Sonic?
Yes.
Which one?
I don't know. I think the original one.
Like the original one where he just like jumping through the mountains and everything.
Right,
That
yeah.
one, right? Yeah. Okay.
Not none of the fancy stuff. But again, I've played that on a computer. I've not played that on a Game Boy or anything.
Okay, this is just sad. You know what? Before you were born, I think before you were born, Brandon and I had a Game Boy Color, like the original. It looked like a brick, and I remember having Men in Black, Pokemon. Oh God, I miss my game systems.
These type of games were kind of your childhood games. My childhood was different because we had games like Club Penguin, which is no longer. What? Club Penguin is such a fucking huge game. What are you talking about?
Really? It's so huge. Where is it? It's still there,
It's gone.
Yeah, Pokemon's still there.
Pokemon is a disc.
It's not a disc. It's a cassette.
It's the same thing.
He just said Pokemon's a disc. He just said Pokemon's a disc. It is not a disc. It's not. Oh my God. You're getting so much hate. You should call God Cypher and tell him to come look at this shit, like what Dylan's saying. But no, it's not a disc. It's a cassette. There could be disc versions, but they're just not the originals. They're not the same. But what else? What other games did I play when I was a kid? Did you? TV series. Okay, since you're talking about anime, did you ever watch Digimon?
No. I did not watch anime.
You know, there are times when you learn things about your family that, you know, are just really, really, really sad. But this is not one of those times. I'm just disappointed at this time. Okay. When I came to India, you had a PlayStation 2. You had a few games on it. You had Heat Seeker. You had FIFA. You had 2K. You
I had
didn't have
none of those
You
games.
yeah, you did. They're in my room right now.
I've never played them then.
You don't remember Heat Seeker?
What is it about
That
again?
fighter plane.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's him. Yeah. No, wait. Name one Pokemon game, a disc. Yeah, name one Pokemon that's a
I
disc.
meant a cassette. What are you guys on? I meant a cassette. I did not mean
You're gonna
disc.
get a lot of hate. For
I said
this.
same thing. When Chris said cassette, I said same thing. I didn't say, oh no, there's a disc version. I said it's the same thing.
Okay, so to put it in perspective, okay, so Dylan is, like 5 or 6 years younger than me. So, he never experienced, you know, things like VHS and things like that. So, he's actually kind of clueless when it comes to, you know, the old sort of cassettes and games, because when he came to India, he was introduced to DVDs and everything. So that's where the PlayStation and everything. So he never had the Game Boy and everything. But Dylan, you're missing out. You're missing out.
I just want to point out he spelled disc the right way and then corrected himself with the wrong spelling of disc.
This is on you. Yeah. I just saw that too, and I'm just looking at him like, wait,
Is that the right spelling? Like, you
Wait.
confused me. I was like, is that the right
Wait.
spelling? Right,
it's DISC, bro, not DISK. But yeah, Dylan, I'm gonna buy a Game Boy and give it to
But
you.
like,
so you can play it.
I played some really fucking good classics, like San Andreas. San Andreas is a fucking huge classic.
Nah.
What did you just say? Nah to San Andreas?
No, if you're talking about classics, there are games before GTA. Like
Right.
for instance, the Simpsons game was the OG.
Right.
Like free mode, like drive around, rob people, shoot people. That came before GTA. That was OG. San Andreas and everything, nah, not really, not really. But yeah, when it comes to Rockstar games, yeah, San Andreas is OG. But when you're talking about games in general,
No,
San Andreas doesn't even come in the list.
Bro, as I said, like I lived a more, I wouldn't say I lived a more privileged life, but I mean like I've used like better technology, if you put it that way. Like the PlayStation 2.
Like you guys,
Like the PlayStation 2 was, I was like 4 years old or 5 years old when we got the PlayStation 2, and that's like when my whole gaming memory really kicked off. So like San Andreas is a huge classic for me. There's like this, I don't know if it's called Jurassic World or something, but there was this huge PlayStation 1 game with dinosaurs in it, and that was a huge game as well. I used to go to a friend's house to play
Brandon and I had a PlayStation 1. When it was released, we bought one. The first PlayStation. Like, I think a week after it released, we bought one. It wasn't very big back then, but now with the PlayStation 4, it's become, like, huge.
The PlayStation Classic is out again. They made a PlayStation Classic.
Oh, fuck that. It's not the original.
It's the exact same design, and it comes with all the original games.
Preloaded? It's not the same thing.
How is it not the same thing?
Because the original had a disc.
You just called it a disc. Oh, wait, it was a disc.
See?
Yeah, but it has all the classics.
No, it's
It's
preloaded.
like it's like the
preloaded,
it's like the
though.
Nintendo.
Like, okay.
There were so many like rip-offs of Nintendo that used to have all the games preloaded. Actually, I don't know if all the games are preloaded or not. Don't fact check me on that. I fact check it. Don't rely on me. If I'm not wrong, it has all the games on it, but I think it's just
It is what it is. But you should definitely
PlayStation 3. That was also peak of
watch Death Note.
No, I'm not watching anime.
Fine, watch Last Airbender.
No,
Won't even give it a try, man.
I don't like
Fuck.
anime.
See, Death Note you may not like because it's in Japanese. I think it's in Japanese. But
I don't
there's
think
English
I don't
subs.
think that's the reason why I don't like anime.
No, I struggled with it because it wasn't in English, but it got good. It got hella good.
I don't like anime. It's not my thing.
What is your thing?
What is my thing? Actually, I don't know. I don't stick to one genre. You know what? There's gonna be a time, Chris, where GTA 5 is gonna be a game where our children or our kids will not know about. Like GTA 5 is the biggest game in history. You can fact check me on that. It's literally the biggest game in history.
I know it is. Green Gang all the way.
Yeah, Green Gang is the best game.
Green Gang's all the way. Dylan, dude, watch it. Your life will change. Dylan, I'm telling you,
I'm not watching Death Note.
the way you talk to people, the way you have a conversation with somebody changes after you watch Death Note.
I don't like anime. Anime is not my thing.
You're missing out. You're really missing out. I guarantee one day you'll get bored enough during quarantine, you'll just try it. But once you watch like the first 3 episodes, you're gonna finish the whole thing in one go. That's just how it is.
You should watch Ozark. It has nothing to do with anime, but I've been this is a series that DJ and I started. It's really really good. Ozark.
He's like, why did you change the topic?
Why did I change the topic? What did I change the topic?
You went to Ozark.
No. There's a delay, so I think he's talking about GTA 5 and our kids and stuff. I didn't change the topic. I was just kind of thinking about how Pokemon and stuff, like those all classics that weren't exactly my childhood.
But
like,
you know what?
I mean, I
even
had
though they
access
weren't-
to it, but
even
like,
though they weren't your childhood, but you're really missing out on like a huge like.
it's not like I've not played the games. I played the games. I just never got hooked onto it. It's not my thing.
Man, I remember in class, I'd be under the desk. I'd just flip open my Nintendo 3DS, or not Nintendo 3DS, my Game Boy Advance.
We
The
used to have a
Boy
Game Boy.
Advance. Oh fuck, the Game Boy Advance is like a little square box, and you flip it open, and then have a little button there for the brightness, and I'd just be like, then I find like 6 Rattatats inside the grass. It was really annoying. Like, you don't know the struggles of playing Pokemon also, because like you go into caves and everything to go find Pokemon, and then like you die, and then you're like, fuck, which direction did I go and everything. It's really 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 immersive.
I
Really fun game.
never liked Pokemon. Even Pokemon Go, I didn't really like. But I think if I had to say, the most Pokemon I've ever played was on Pokemon Go.
What would it cost to make you to watch Death Note?
Nothing. I really just don't like anime.
But if you were to put a price on it,
Price on it. A racing rig.
which is how much? It's a lakh.
I mean, if we're talking a full set, we're talking around 2.5.
Yeah, okay, GB God, it'll cost you 2.5 lakhs to get him to watch Death Note.
I mean, I'm actually getting a racing rig, by the way. Picking it up tomorrow.
Fine, then
Picking it
go
up
watch Death Note.
Nah. Give me 2.5 lakhs, because I don't have the... I'm borrowing the rig. I'm not going to... I'm keeping it for a couple of months. Shout out to Aditya Patel for lending it. He's G. But now my room is going to be a mess.
Speaking of past guests, we have a future guest coming, I think, around next week.
You know, I've actually had... we've actually had the chance to have a bunch of guests, but we had such a good week. I wanted to get the viewers to know us. And, yes, obviously having guests on is good, but also having this one-on-one. But, yeah, we can start having some guests from next week. Start with that. Start with it.
He's so salty. He's so mad that
God.
you don't want to watch it. He's
God.
so mad.
God, listen to me. You can clip it. Anime is shit.
I'm not a part of this.
I stand by what I
Over
said.
here because I'm not involved in what he just said at all. But speaking of which, we are going to be doing a 1-hour podcast every day this week because and we might come on Friday. We've not yet decided because we missed Monday and last Thursday. We might come on Friday, but yeah, heavy flex on the table though. Heavy flex on the table.
So, guys, we're gonna have a poll, okay? I don't want to say Chris and I are having an argument about this. We aren't at all, but he has done this table and it looks good. But I do feel like we should have a 2-camera setup going on because it looks more professional in my opinion. But he wants the table to be seen, so maybe we should have a poll on and see what the people decide.
See, if you were gonna put a camera on the left side of the screen and the right side where you can at least see part of the table, then maybe. But I work so hard on it. It looks so nice.
Yeah,
and the
but it'll
detail's
always
so
be
nice.
there. It's always on YouTube now. I mean, I obviously want the table to be there, but like, you know, a one-on-one conversation with a camera where we have our own camera, like, people like that.
If you agree that we do a podcast on Friday, then I'll say, okay, the 2 cameras.
Let's have a poll.
What poll? I'm telling you right now, this is the deal. This is what's offered on the table. You do a podcast with me on Friday to make up for yesterday, and then you can do the 2-camera thing.
We shall discuss. Oh, Chris, I don't know if this is dry or not.
It's dry. It's just that it's so thick that it's
yeah,
like...
because I got paint on my hand.
Then don't touch it. Here's dry. This is all dry.
I'm so glad I was planning on putting my iPad right here.
That's why I like the glass part.
Oh my god. It is coming off.
Dylan, you're the first person he knows that hates anime. Oh, he said no.
Said no to what?
I think the 2 cameras.
Hey, don't get all personal with this because I said I hate anime. I don't like anime. It's no biggie. I don't see a big problem with that.
It's sad, bro. It's sad.
I mean, if someone said they hate the Avengers, I mean, I still won't give a shit. I like the Avengers.
Okay, but I'm gonna ask you something. Who's the most useless Avenger? Be very careful with this answer.
Knowing what I know now, which is all 4, I want to say Hawkeye. Think about it. I mean, if he had committed suicide for the stone, then he would have been one of the most useful. But because crap, I forgot her name.
So you're saying Black Widow only became known after she killed herself for the stone? You do realize there's a movie being made about Black Widow?
Right. There's
Before that,
there's a TV show being made about Hawkeye. That doesn't mean that. I feel that way.
you want to hear? You want to see the chats blow up after I say who I think is the most useless?
Who?
Captain America. The dude just throws a disc.
You really think Captain America is the?
He just throws a disc the whole time.
Yeah,
like Thor is a literal god, okay? Iron Man has his, mind and his tech and what the
and
fuck?
money.
And money, yeah. Hulk has his, his Hulk. And then you have Black Widow, who's like a super spy, and, she's like a walking weapon. Even Hawkeye, in the same sense, is also a walking weapon. But you have Captain America, everything about him was engineered, and all he does is throw a shield. That's it. Now, I'm waiting for the oh look at him. I knew as soon as that happened.
I
knew.
mean, Captain America is a very valuable part.
He is
might
for
not-
leadership, but
he
as
might have-
an Avenger,
He
in
might
of
have not
itself-
done. He might have not done what Stark did, but I feel like he's still a very valuable part.
But without Stark, he wouldn't even exist.
I don't think Black.
Without Stark,
without the Stark family.
well, Captain America wouldn't even exist. So with or without Captain America, Tony Stark would have still been Iron Man. You get that, right?
Yeah, but how do you think things would have gone if Captain America wasn't there, or Captain America wasn't a thing?
Bro, honestly, if you really think about it, Captain America was only like part of all the movies when the only time like he really mattered is when he was either leading the team,
Yeah, but
saying something emotional or motivational, or like
yeah, but
picking up Thor's hammer.
you watch his movies, Captain America, you see all the shit that he's had to do, whether it be for the benefit of the Avengers or not, or just benefit for the general public.
And guess what? They agree. They kind of agree. Because if you really think about it, Hawkeye was not useless. He was underrated, but he's not useless. He's like, he and Black Widow used to work together.
Yeah, but how do you think? What way? If you put it that way, what way do you think Hawkeye is valuable? If you put it in the sense of Captain America just throws a shield around, Hawkeye just shoots arrows. How is he? How is he?
Hawkeye is also a huge intelligence officer. He's also a super spy. He brings
Yeah,
a lot
but
of
Captain
skill.
America is
Captain
extremely-
America was this can go on forever. But Captain America was genetically enhanced. These
Right.
guys were not.
Exactly. So because he's genetically advanced, he's genetically stronger and faster and better at hand-to-hand combat than Hawkeye.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Hand-to-hand combat? No.
Yes, 100%.
Without strength?
100%.
No way.
What do you mean
No
without
way.
strength? I'm
Without-
talking about exactly their status right now. Hawkeye,
could
how
whoop
he is
Captain America's
in
ass
hand-to-hand combat.
if he was not genetically enhanced.
I'm not saying
Whoop his
that.
ass
I'm
because
not
of all
saying.
the
I'm
training
saying
that Hawkeyes
genetically enhanced.
Bro, this guy. No.
I'm saying genetically enhanced.
Then you have to give Hawkeye the same sort of genetically enhancement in
No,
that
I mean,
sense.
okay, but you can't say that Hawkeye is useful.
Are you bro?
How can you say Captain
Bro.
America is? How can you say Captain America is useless?
Oh god, I'm not saying he's useless. What I'm saying is he's non-essential.
And you think Hawkeye is essential?
I'm not saying that Hawkeye is essential.
I thought that was the conversation.
But Hawkeye brings a lot to the table.
And Captain America doesn't.
If Cap wasn't created, Banner wouldn't have tried to replicate the serum. This is also true. Hulk wouldn't exist if Cap wasn't created.
Exactly.
I forgot we have a Marvel geek inside.
Exactly,
we
bro.
have
There's a lot that Captain America and
Yeah. If you watch, Hawkeye's body count is way more than Cap's.
because Cap is sensible. He's
a pussy. He doesn't want to kill people.
Exactly. He doesn't kill people where it's not needed. Well, Hawkeye, he's a super spy. Can we just say he's kind of like a mercenary?
He
it safe to
He
say?
and Black Widow are kind of like a mercenary. When they get
Exactly.
introduced in the first Avengers movie, they're kind of like mercenaries.
Exactly.
But I don't think Cap's essential. I didn't know Kieran was in the chat. I didn't know he was listening.
Cap is essential.
Cap's
I think
not
Cap's
essential.
essential.
Not essential.
I think the team.
If there's no team, he's not essential.
I think Avengers would do perfectly fine without Hawkeye. I even think the same with Black Widow, but because Black Widow killed herself for the benefit of the whole world, she's a very useful and a very essential. If she wasn't there, that probably wouldn't have happened.
First of all, he tried killing himself too,
Right.
but she
But
stopped
do you think
him.
do you think that would ever happen if Black Widow wasn't involved or if Hawkeye wasn't there? I mean, we're talking about the original Avengers, right?
No, I'm talking about all around Marvel.
All around bro, there's
I'm
so
not
many
just
other
talking
useful
of- I'm
people.
just- I'm
There's
not
so
just
many other useless people, bro. Like Ant-Man. I think he's freaking useless.
Yeah,
He's big. He's freaking useless though.
Ant-Man is useless, but not necessarily useless. He's pretty smart also. But in a whole, okay, the entire team brings something else to the table.
And Captain America doesn't.
Besides his genetic enhancements, not really.
That's a lot. His genetic enhancements are a lot.
Okay, strip the bodysuit from Iron Man. He's a millionaire, playboy, philanthropist. Strip the arrows and bow from Hawkeye. He's an
He's
assassin.
not Hawkeye.
He's an assassin. Strip Ant-Man's suit from him. He's super smart. Strip the
He's
Hulk.
not super smart.
He's pretty smart.
He's
He's
not
pretty
super
Pretty
smart.
He's not super smart.
He's not like
a
Iron Man,
gullible
so-
idiot, but like he's still pretty smart. And strip Hulk away from Bruce Banner, and he's a genius.
You mean strip Hulk? Okay, strip Hulk from Bruce Banner. Yeah.
He's a genius. So like, besides the genetic enhancements, he's not smart. He's not strong. He's not trained in combat. He just has a good heart and genetic enhancements. That's it.
Right. Okay, so you're saying because he has no genetic enhancements, if he had no, because he has genetic enhancements, he's useless, is what you're trying to say.
Oh yeah, Ant-Man is a trained thief.
Exactly.
He's a trained thief.
That's what, when you said super smart.
But
I was
all
like,
of
nah.
them have had training or experience in other fields. This was just given to him.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been given to anyone. He volunteered.
See the red? This is true. Okay, guys, with that said, we're going to end today's podcast. Otherwise, this is going to go on for the next 3 hours, and I want to go eat dinner. Let us know in the comments who you think is the most useless. And you can't go into deep Marvel because, to be honest, I'm not well diversed with all of the characters. So based off the last...
I really think that.
Cap is basically Chris without power. These are facts.
Yeah, but with... I see, you guys, I don't understand what you're trying to say. You're trying to say who is the least essential. And I really think that Captain America does bring a lot to the table.
Like what? Besides his genetic enhancements, what does he bring?
What is Thor without his powers?
No.
What is Thor without his powers?
What does Captain America bring besides his genetic enhancements? What does he bring?
Okay, if Captain America wasn't essential, he wouldn't have been worthy enough to hold Mjolnir. Can we just
That's
say that?
because of his good heart. His
That is
honest
not
heart.
because of his good heart. It's because he was worthy enough to hold a god's weapon.
He was
Are you
worthy
saying-
because
are you
he
saying
he,
that's-
he was
are you
worthy
saying
because
that's useless?
he was worthy because he doesn't have the idea, the mentality to just conquer and everything. Like Thor doesn't want to conquer; he just wants to have peace throughout all the realms. That's why he wields I forget the name, and
Mjolnir.
and Captain America also doesn't do that. He thinks the same way as Thor. That's why he was worthy.
Yeah, but again, as I said, I think I'm just gonna leave it there. That Captain America wouldn't. If Captain America was non-essential, he wouldn't have been able to hold.
Well, the most useful one was the rat from Endgame.
Raccoon.
Oh God, yeah. Oh.
You know what? Even the raccoon, like he's pretty essential. He knows how to make shit.
Yeah,
He knows how to make fucking bombs out of nothing.
Yeah, the dude can make a bomb out of a shampoo bottle.
Like Groot. Groot's also. I like Groot. Whether he's a tree, but he's a tree.
You can be worthy without being useful.
Exactly.
These are facts.
Wait, so are you saying that because Captain America was... I don't understand that logic. How so he's able to hold a god weapon. He could literally one-to-one combat with... he did one-to-one combat with Thanos. And telling me that he's not essential? We're just going to leave it there.
He didn't one-to-one combat with Thanos without the hammer. He got his ass kicked as soon as the hammer was taken away.
Everyone got their ass kicked. Thor had freaking 2 god weapons and he got his ass kicked.
And by the way, they're talking about the rat who freed Scott.
Who?
The rat who freed Scott
The rat who freed Scott.
in Endgame. You not remember?
When freed Scott. Oh, oh,
He
oh.
rode a rat out
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah,
sewer.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The rat pressed a bunch of
God.
fucking buttons and yeah.
With
From
that
the
said,
van.
you guys, hope you're having a wonderful evening. Thank you all for stopping by to podcast number 12. We are going to see you later. With that said, bye-bye.
See you guys.